just driving down Holderness Road. We're just going to do a right turn at this intersection. Centre mirror, right signal. The intersection we're going to slow right down, drop to first gear, and take it into our side of the road. Now we can see there's an ambulance coming up the road, so we're just going to hang fire and just let the ambulance sort itself out. There's a car waiting to let us go, so we'll thank them for letting us out into the new road. Centre mirror, right and left mirrors, see what we've got going on. And you can see we've got queuing traffic up ahead, so constant mirror checks. The crossing is clear, and we've got a bus lane in operation at the left hand side. So the bus lane is in operation Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. It's 4:40 currently. A red traffic light up ahead, and again still queuing traffic. Got an active junction on the right hand side, so mirrors as we bring the speed down. Now we're looking for the end of bus lane. We want to be moving across that left hand lane. Still not quite there yet, so we're just going to wait on until we reach the end of the solid line for the bus lane. We're going to keep a really close eye on the left mirrors though. Things could be coming up there, so it's not just buses that can use this bus lane at the moment, so cyclists and motorbikes can use it, and taxis as well can use the bus lane here. So it's really important we keep a close eye on that left hand mirror before we decide to move across. The car at the intersection junction here on the right hand side, we're just going to be checking for them moving out as well. So the traffic lights have turned to green, so checking the centre mirror, left mirror, looking at that left hand side. We're going to give a left signal, and we're going to move across, changing our position. You can see that we've got a left hand lane for turning left here, so I'm going to switch the signal off at the moment, and then centre mirror, left mirror, and then just as we get closer, I'm going to pop the left signal back on again. Bring the speed down, and bring the car to a stop. Handbrake on, and into neutral. So using this opportunity to look at the lights. So ours has just changed to red, so we're not expecting them to change at any point soon. But as we look around, we're also checking to see if we can see the lights for the traffic that's coming through the crossroads. If we can see those lights, we might get an idea of when they change. So although we can't make it out on the screen there, if I look to the right from where I'm sat at the moment, I can just make out the green traffic light for the junction that's going across. You see the traffic in the centre there is waiting to turn. And we may have a filter light. So the amber light has just come on and the red light has just come on for the traffic that's going through. And there's the filter light for our lane, for our side of traffic, sorry. So the filtering traffic will go through. The filter light won't be on very long at all. So it should be changing to green for us very soon. So a good time to check the mirrors, see what's going on around us. It is safe. Looking into the new road, just making sure there's no pedestrians and no queuing traffic or problems. As we come around the corner, we check our mirrors again. Centre mirror, right mirror, nobody overtaking us. Looking into the distance. The traffic's not moving very fast up ahead, so I'm just going to ease my acceleration. I'm not going to accelerate too fast because we don't just want to get up to the back of the car in front. So I may as well just take it easy and keep a reasonable distance from the car in front. So we've got a junction to the right hand side with a cyclist waiting to turn and oncoming traffic that'll be stopping him. So shouldn't be anything that affects us at the moment. Keeping a regular check on the mirrors, we've got a pedestrian refuge, an area where people can cross, and a cyclist on the right hand side. Active junction on the left with a vehicle waiting to pull out, but they are looking at us, and the crossing does have a pedestrian there. So mirrors, and it's safe to go through. Again, into the far distance, we can see that there's a parked car on the left hand side, just slightly on the grass. So we're going to check our centre and right mirror just to move out to a little place of safety to the side. Centre mirror, left mirror again. Another vehicle here, so mirrors, and bringing ourselves out again. There is room for us, leaving some hatch markings with a broken line around the border. Into the far distance, I can see that there is a zebra crossing. I can just make out the flashing Belisha beacons. We can also see that there is a pedestrian and cycle lane on the path, a joint pedestrian and cycle lane. Change of speed limit coming up as well. So mirror checks on the approach and just checking our speed. So we just need a slight adjustment, just easing off the gas. The crossing is clear, but mirror checks and scan to make sure everything's safe. Active junction on the right hand side where something's waiting to move out. It is being blocked by the traffic that's oncoming, so it shouldn't be a problem for us there. Looking into the distance again, we can see that we have a green traffic light currently, and there is a hill into the very far distance. So still subject to a 20 mile an hour limit, and the lights have been green for a long time, so there's an expectation that those will change. In fact, they are changing now. We're going to be following the road ahead, so keeping the left-hand lane in this case, so mirror checks. We've just passed the 30 sign there as well, so when the lights do change, we are subject to a 30 mile an hour limit here. It's a gentle stop, handbrake and neutral. We can see that we've got, as well as the traffic lights, we've got a crossing on each of the exits here. So we're taking the road ahead, but being aware that pedestrians could be attempting to cross. We can see opposite as well that there is a car waiting to turn right, which will cross our path. So they should give way to us, but if there's any form of filter light or anything like that, they may get a chance to go. We also need to watch just in case they decide to try to beat us around the corner. So there's our lights changing, our mirror checks, and starting to move away. Just watching that car, it is safe. Quick check right and left for any potential problems, ambulances, emergency vehicles coming through. Mirrors to move out, it is safe. Just watching the queue in traffic there. When you've got a queue of traffic, we've always got to be careful of somebody who's trying to cross the road in between the cars. And obviously we might be able to see them across over the tops of the cars, but sometimes they're not going to be easy to see. So hill here, so mirror checks. Road subject to a 40 mile an hour limit and a warning sign on the left of a potential queuing traffic. We've got arrows keeping us to our side of the road, leading to a solid line on our side of the road, meaning we cannot cross over that line. The line on our side has now become broken with a solid line on the opposite side. We're going to be turning right at the traffic lights that are coming up. So mirror checks. No signal just at the moment, it'd be too early. Position, I'm just moving to the right hand side. I'm just favouring the right hand side because I know that I need to use a right hand lane for turning right here. A lot of queuing traffic, so I'll bring it to a gentle stop. Leave a reasonable distance between us and the car in front in case something were to go wrong. We were to roll, for example, or jump forward by accident. Lights are changed up ahead, so mirror checks, see what's going on around us, and gently moving away. Moving straight into the right hand lane, and we are going to be turning right. So as we approach the traffic lights, which are now just changing, we'll check the centre mirror and right mirror, and we're going to bring the speed down. I'll pop my signal on in a moment when we move away. Handbrake on, into neutral, and we'll just relax a moment. So worth noting that these lights have been causing some issues just recently because the priorities changed. So the left-hand lane here is currently for turning left only, where this right-hand lane is for following the road ahead and for turning right. So that's a change that was made recently in 2023. It does create some problems though, because traffic turning right, such as we're doing, if there's a couple of cars waiting to turn right, they will queue up into this lane and therefore hold the lane up. So it does create some issues for the traffic flow. So mirror checks, we'll pop a right signal on. And we can see we're going to take a position to turn right. So just checking those mirrors again and turning early but not going too far. So bear in mind we want to leave room for traffic ahead to turn right as well. Don't want to encroach in their lane as well, so we're not going too far forward. And all we're looking for here is a gap in the traffic. Ideally, we'd be able to see traffic lights facing us as well, but on this traffic light system, we can't see it. The car's stopping there, so mirrors and just moving away. And we've got a crossing on the road we're going into, which has changed to red. So mirror checks and bring it to a stop. Again, we've got to be careful here because traffic behind us could start building into the traffic light system, the junction behind us. The light is still red, which is a bit of an issue for traffic flow because there are no pedestrians around. So mirror checks, and those lights have changed to green. Safe to build our traffic up, our speed up, sorry. And we've got a crossing up ahead, so mirror checks, scan of the crossing, there's nobody there waiting. I can't see any reason why it might change. Far distance again, we have a pedestrian refuge in the centre of the road. So again, it's an area where people can cross. So we've got to watch out for people, but there is no zigzag lines, there's no giveaway lines, and there's no traffic lights or Belisha beacons at either side of the road, suggesting that it is a actual mandatory crossing. So warning sign for a roundabout coming up, we're going to be turning left. So as we approach it, centre mirror, left signal. I'm just easing the speed down, so taking it down to about 10-15ish. We've got a car waiting to turn, so just slowing, first gear, checking those mirrors again, and just easing out into the roundabout onto the new road. New road is 20 miles an hour, so checking the mirrors on the new road and then scanning the crossing as well. The crossing is clear. See, we've got speed bumps here as well, and junctions to the left and right. So mirror checks as we move out. Priority sign up ahead. Priority is in our favour. So mirror checks as we ease back through. Again, more speed bumps. Junction to the left. With traffic turning in, crossing our path. So mirrors are moving out. Again, one waiting to cross our path. So just checking the mirrors, making sure that they are holding back. There's no problems there, so we can carry on. Centre left mirror, making sure it's safe to move back in. And again, we've got speed bumps. One approaching the junction on the left hand side, they've decided to emerge. It's not a problem for us. And then we're going to be taking the next road on the right. So we can see it just coming up now. So we can check the centre mirror, the right mirror. Right signal, position towards the centre, and easing the speed down. Looks like we're able to keep moving, so we're going to take second gear, recheck the mirrors, and turn us into the junction.